And there we go. Now it's on the. It should be streaming on the correct channel. Yep. And we're live.
Introduce me, Vlad.
Oh, Christ, your mic. I want to punch it.
Wow, is it now?
What I've learned is everybody go in the settings, turn him down to 25, and you'll be fine.
Turn him down to 0.
Honestly, I don't know how to fucking fix it, man. I'm so frustrated with it right now.
Well, that's just terrible. So anyway, what were we?
There we
oh,
go.
yeah, I gotta shill this first.
That's what I'm doing too, yeah.
I gotta rename it.
You got a what?
Rename it. I forgot.
Oh, with that push to talk stuff, be careful because you're cutting off like the last half of your last word, and it throws me off. I don't know.
I was just saying I was changing the name of the title to something else. I forgot to do that. Oops.
You fucking failure.
Well, I mean, at the very least, it'll change in real time, so it's okay. What, child? But, yeah, so anyway, what were we talking about now that we actually are starting to get people in?
Sorry, I just had to fucking share gay shit too and all that gay shit. Fucking goddamn it. Okay. Yeah, so I hit up you, Vlad, right? I was like, I'm down to... Because I'm not lying about this, guys. I have to be reminded that Tonka is streaming. Right? So I don't...
Right.
Plus, I was editing a little bit and then doing some family stuff. But so I always have no clue, but then of course I'm told stuff because, I've just had to learn how to deal with the fact that a lot of you guys do watch Tonka. That's cool, Whether it's hate watch, whatever. I hope you're getting your entertainment's fill.
Oh, there's no entertainment. It's painful.
Well, it's the stop. I don't know. He must be entertaining to you in some way, right? I'm just saying. But so I had to get told that they're doing a stream on you. They're doing it, man, and you're going down. And then as the stream was going on, I was getting it was just weird reports. And again, I still haven't watched it. I just don't want to. It's probably more so Vamp's voice than his that I hate the most, but I hate both their voices. But
you mean because she sounds like a screeching bitch? Harpy, I think is the word.
Gallagher, say a few words right now.
I'm saying a few words.
I think he's too low now.
I switched to my phone.
Oh, cool.
Great. Okay. Anyway, I don't care anymore. Who cares? All right, Gallagher's perfect on volume. So anyway, so yeah, I kept getting told stuff that was going on. Now for anyone that's watched it, correct me if I am fucking things up. Here's my understanding of what happened. And I knew this was from Brockus. But Brockus knew that I was gonna know that it was from him. But apparently he supplied DMs or texts or something from an ex of mine. Specifically the ex that I told the story about losing a baby with.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm clear on that.
Mm-hmm.
And that she was the one who claimed stealing pills, piggy bank stealing, and beating her?
Yeah, and
punching your friend.
Yeah.
Punching her friend. Wait, is that the thing they're misconstruing is woman beater?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so this is great then. let's start with these three things, guys. And
Well,
I'm sorry.
the
What?
other big thing that they talked about too was that
We're doing one thing at a time, Gallagher.
Oh no! I'm sorry. You were listing things.
I'm gonna tackle this first, but then Gallagher, after I'm done, bring up your point. Sorry. And if you show up late to the stream, fucking watch it when it's uploaded. We're gonna go through this shit. All right, so like texts or DMs or something from like my ex. Now, here's the thing. I did an interview with Irate, and in that interview, I was like, I'm gonna let some more shit out because I like being transparent. Have I not for the last, I don't know, year and a half, been very open about what's up, Addy? What's up?
That interview was used extensively on Tonka's stream, just so you know.
No, I know. Anyway,
I don't know if you've seen any of this.
No, I haven't seen Tonka's stream. Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
I'm just focusing on tackling those 3 points, buddy, right now, and then move on to more shit. So I did an interview with Irate, and one of the things I opened up about was almost having a child, and then we lost the child in a relationship that I had. And I think the issue with that story, the problem with the takeaway of that story, where I should have fleshed it out and finished up, like, here's what happened afterwards. The takeaway was, Zell's trying to write a story of, like, they get along, or that she respects him, or any of that shit. So I want to be clear about this. The girl that I was with, that I almost had a baby with, when all was said and done, and by the way, absolutely I approached her about an abortion. But guess who also was considering abortion? Her. Like I said, when we first discovered the pregnancy, I was the strong one. I was like, let's do this. It's going to happen. Let's do it. She was the scared out of her fucking mind one. She was terrified. She's like, we got to get rid of it. I'm thinking about that. And then it swapped. Because we were both losing our fucking minds. But anyway, when that was done, we didn't like each other after that. We had a couple more spats and it was bad, and then it was done in the dirt. In fact, she hates me. And I just am indifferent to her. So it was nasty, right? Let me give you an example of what I mean. I think this was roughly, I don't know. It was anywhere from 3 months to a year after we lost the baby. Because my memory is awful with time, but it was somewhere around there. I was working at a restaurant. And at one point, her and a couple of her friends showed up at the restaurant. Right? And I wasn't aware of this, but then, like, I didn't see them come in or anything. And then I was in the kitchen at one point. I might have been on my break. And a friend of mine, another server, Tiffany, came up to me and was like, hey, I'm serving a table right now. They say they know you. I was like, okay, that's all right. That's weird. What about it? And she described who was there, and I kind of was like, okay, I know who's there. I get it. I get who it is. And she said, they wanted me to tell you that the baby did make it. Now, for anyone listening, that doesn't land. Like, what the fuck? Like, why do you say that to somebody? Like, this is how much this chick hated me. It did not end well. She threw a joke at me, passively, through a server, a friend of mine, that the baby did live, ha kind of thing, even though the baby didn't. I think even that was so cruel, she might have later apologized for that, for going too far. But this is what I mean. She's not a fan of me.
Not even about doing that to you. A woman who'd make jokes about her dead fetus, cunt.
Yeah, and the thing is, if Brockus even dares to open his mouth and go, that didn't happen, fucking liar. He knew about the event right after it occurred and had it confirmed. I believe she might have, and I could be wrong, but it was Brockus or somebody else that she passed a message through to apologize to me because she knew that was too far. Even for her hating me, she's like, that was too cruel. So Brockus is fully aware of this fucking story. Completely aware of this fucking story.
Mm-hmm.
How does this put things into perspective? Well, then I hear that there's released DMs where she's going off about me. Guys, that just makes sense. That's what a girl who fucking hates another dude's guts, that is exes with him, that just makes sense. You see it happen all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
So there's tackling that. Secondly, I've also been talking for a long time about like why the fuck would I go to rehabilitation center in the first place? Like I wasn't an addict, or still, or however you want to approach it, whatever. But I loved the opioids. So yes, I stole, dude. I've talked about this for a long time, dude. I've stolen opioids to get high. That is awful. That is awful and disgusting. And since 2013, I've been off the shit. That's great. That's great. Yeah. I've been perfectly transparent about this. And here's the thing too. If people like because I believe in like people can like change things around kind of thing in their life.
Of course.
But if people like Antwon, if people like this fat ass, toothless, fuck ass, gross ass ghost, if they want to be like, that's just crossing a line that I could like, you are irredeemable in my eyes. Well, guess what? Antwon's known this whole time. Brockus has known. Brockus knows almost everything about my life. Brockus has known. And it wasn't until last year that the friendship was terminated. Why was Brockus still friends with a guy who was an addict and did what addicted people do, and then got clean?
Honestly, Brockus has no moral hill to take, honestly. So the moment that you actively decide you're going to stalk women is the very moment you lose any claim to any moral high ground at any point ever.
Wait, I think this is exactly what Antwon said in response to the accusations of you stealing and stuff like that. Wow,
We'll get
Zell,
to the stealing.
you really need to start a 12 gauge.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds pretty dark. But you know, I've said shit like that about him. But sorry, go ahead.
Did you pay $10 to say it?
I've never paid $10 to say it. That was amazing. Like, here's the beautiful thing too. Like, okay, I want this. I try to put things into perspective for people. So let's have this. Let's have a go at this. For how fucking long have we not just had DMs from an ex of a certain person, but had the literal ex online in shows? Mrs. Cadunt. If you want to go, hey, DMs from a angry ex, they're believable. You gotta believe them all. Then everything Cadunt has said, take it all into account, right? But she's
Listen
a liar.
and believe.
She's a liar, right? She lies. But look at this text message of an angry, pissed off ex who has made jokes about the baby we lost because she was that fucking spiteful. Let's believe that. So this piggy bank nonsense, I love it, dude. I love it. Slap my face on a pig, start making memes about it, because I have no fucking clue where this came from. This one's hilarious.
I'm already way ahead of you on that one, dude. Memes.
Oh, this one's great. This one's great. Lock down your piggy banks, because I might grab them. No fucking clue where this one came from. Stole pain pills? Absolutely was an addict. Shit happens. I'm doing better now. That's awesome,
No.
right? You can change around.
You know,
Piggy bank,
yeah.
no clue. Now let's get to woman beater.
I buy it.
Oh, you fuck. Okay, end of screen. That's done. We're done. Close up shop. No, let's get to woman beater. This one's hilarious, by the way, and this will show you why. Like, I'm actually very disappointed in her that she's gotten this vindictive over the years, because I've just not thought about her and I've just been indifferent. So this is kind of grody. But here's the woman beater incident, because I think it was Gallagher or somebody DM'd me about this, and
Yeah.
I was, for a moment there, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then he kind of spelled it out a little better, and I was like, I know exactly the fucking incident they're talking about. So here's the fucking incident. Me, that girl that I almost had a child with, her bestie, Brockus, a few others. We used to be a very close unit, and we would go out to this same exact Denny's quite frequently. One night we went there, and I have to preface this with the girl that I almost had a kid with, her bestie. Brockus even hated this bitch. Hated her. She's a fucking cunt. We had a nickname for her. It was called the Buffalo.
Mm.
So anyway,
Wow.
one night, because she was always, I want to say sometimes we would think like if she's like a dyke or not, because she was always incredibly like protective and like acted like a dude around, you know, the girl I was with, her bestie. And one night she just like goes off her rocker, right? And her and the girl I'm with, you know, the two besties, it was normal for them to like, you know, the dykish one, the Buffalo, would like just get all pissy and stuff, and then the girl I was with would just kind of try to brush it off as best she could and laugh it off and this and that. This time it got to a point where the Buffalo, and again, this is my girlfriend at the time. That's my lady. The Buffalo gets so angry, she puts her hands on my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And you're goddamn right, I pushed her the fuck away from my girlfriend.
Hashtag equality.
And
You
everybody,
violent,
here's the funny
violent
thing.
women
Here's the
abuser.
funny thing. Everybody who witnessed that and was there for it was on my fucking side.
Can I express my opinion on
And
that? By
that's
the
your
way?
woman beater, ladies and gentlemen.
Would you be?
Makes
Would you?
sense
Would
to
you?
me.
Would you mind if I expressed my opinion on that real quick? Because I have like I don't know if it would be.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So okay. So here's my opinion on that. First and foremost, like hypothetically, let's say you know Zell, just hypothetically just beat the fuck out of the person, right? Well, in my personal opinion, you don't get the right to bitch about somebody being quote a woman beater. In a world where women are supposed to be treated as equal as men, the only time you get that right to say that is whenever women don't have rights. So, in other words, the moment that women were elected the right to do whatever and to be treated as equal of men, they lost the right to be protected, and therefore everything Zell did, although you may find it morally reprehensible, is fucking irrelevant because it's fucking law. So, whatever. And that's kind of my point of view on it. And secondarily, like, I don't really consider pushing somebody beating them.
I mean, Vlad, I'm pretty sure you can agree with this. Have you ever been, or maybe not, because you would probably just sock somebody, but like having a girl like on you smacking the shit out of you, I don't think there's anything irreprehensible about pushing a girl away.
Oh no, I'd beat the living, I'd punch her right in the fucking face.
Oh,
like,
oh,
Okay, demonetized.
no, like here's my point of view. This was my mother and how she raised me.
No, I like
partially.
this because now you'll be the woman beater, and then like,
Yeah,
you know,
no, they can call me the woman beater all they want. My mother
and
used
then
to.
I'll be safe.
My mother and my grandmother actually both used to tell me the same thing. And that is the moment that a woman puts herself in the place of a man is the moment she lost the right to complain about being punched. So, in other words, if a woman gets in my face and slaps me or pushes me or something like that, no, I'll just knock her the fuck out. Like that's all there is to it. So she assaulted me, I'm gonna punch her back. Self-defense, motherfucker.
I think the point is that whole, like, you know, the weaker sex argument only works until they turn violent, and once they do, fair game.
Well, I mean, weaker sex argument only works up until they gave women rights. And then it all died. And Stone Monkey's calling me a coward. Okay. A coward would be sitting there just taking punches from a woman repeatedly. I think that would be being a... You never hit a woman, ever. So if she takes a gun...
Please note that Vlad does not speak for me on this. Look, I'm actually someone who, like, do everything you can to not put your hands on a woman. But if your lady is being attacked, you have to, at that point, look at everything as just an androgynous blob ready to be punched. You see my point?
Yeah.
Sorry, not Stone Monkey. I meant Stone Mexican guy. Sorry about that.
No, SMG's, you know, he likes to tease and be hard on people and stuff like that. SMG's a sweet boy. He's a sweet boy. That's his feelings on it. Whatever. I think SMG and me probably then agree, because, like, I believe you should do everything you can do to not hurt a woman, to never put your hands on a woman. That's how I was raised. But when I saw another woman hitting my woman, I was like, okay, like, all right, I guess, you know.
It doesn't matter
as
if
an excuse to taste it, you know.
It doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man. As soon as someone else introduces physical violence, they're subject to receiving physical violence.
Oh, that's the point. And I just love
I just find it like so gross. Like, it's got to be so grody and disgusting for the people that like that they've sat around and they're like, okay, we need to delete all of this truth so that our narrative gets through. And they sit down and plan that out. And all I do is go, hey, Vlad, fire up a stream. I'll tell the truth.
Mm-hmm. Well, just
like, why in a million years would a guy who cares about his image or whatever, like, be like, yeah, I stole drugs? Absolutely. Oh, I was such an opioid fan. It was crazy.
Hey, guys, you never hit a woman. Woman points gun at you, shoots you in the skull. You never hit a woman.
That's very true, Vlad.
Yeah.
No, this whole time I'm just finding it incredibly ironic that, you know, this stream is full of people who make all these videos and they make fun of other people for the whole listen and believe concept. And what are they doing in the stream? Listening and believing. Oh, we don't want to share this DM because it has names in it. Bullshit. I almost want to say you don't want to share the DM because it doesn't exist. I mean, fuck, like I said before, you can just make up anything on the fucking internet.
Yeah, here's a couple things. First, another one of the ways that I found out about this weird piggy bank phenomenon, where I'm just like, dude, maybe someone else stole your piggy bank. Like, just stop being mad at me. But this weird piggy bank thing, the way I heard about it was like I stole it, and okay. Maybe you could be like, I hate Zell enough to where I could believe he did that dirty old man. But I heard that it was said that I stole it for booze money. Am I getting that incorrect?
You don't drink.
So. Yeah, I remember hearing a lot of people saying,
Did anyone? Yeah, exactly. Addie's right on top of it. If Addie had heard that, he would have been like, oh, so it's a lie. Because I've literally, probably in my entire life, maybe spent a total, and this is max, $15 on alcohol.
God, I spent more than that on alcohol in the last 2 hours.
I know.
Yeah, same.
I always just go to parties, and then if there's beers available, I'll sip them. 3 beers in, I'm fucking drunk. I don't drink, guys. But they said that I stole it for booze money, and these people are just like eating it up like, yeah, Zell's a drunk now. I think you'd know. What? Like, even Brockus can't agree with that, right?
There's a Robbie Vio in the chat.
Oh boy.
So there's that, and then what was the other thing? Go ahead, Gallagher. I remember the other thing.
Oh no. I was just gonna comment like freaking. It made me feel really bad about my character because literally every single one of those like clips, I was fucking hating all those clips.
Oh, I remember. And then the best part was, and I apologize, I'm not trying to get Cadunt involved whatsoever. Cadunt is not involved, but I do talk with her about a lot of shit. Shocker, you know. Are we fucking? I don't know, Brockus. You got to figure that one out. So we were talking about this, and I mentioned the text message, whatever stuff like that. I didn't even have to say anything. Cadunt was like right on top of it. She's like, "Oh, I bet they didn't show the ones where he's pouring out his love, his heart and soul to her while she's with you, and then being pissed off at you and hating you because he loved her and he never got into that pussy, and he's hated me for that for a long time because this girl was fucking hot, and he fucking hated me for it."
Well, you know, Zell, you've alluded to it lately. That disgustingly pale-fleshed Miss Anonymous stream with Brockus.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who could stomach listening to that whole thing, even though the entire thing was an apology thing. Well, not an apology, a justification thing for his
Yeah, it
existence.
was not an apology.
A justification for his existence. You could tell what a creeper he was just by his lies didn't even cover up the level of creeper he is.
Dude, that's another good point. I didn't think about this. Like, you know, there's the people that are like, well, we have Cadunt saying, you know, again, Cadunt is not involved, but I'll just bring up her every now and then. But you have Cadunt saying factual stuff, but that's all we have. That's the only facts we have. The rest is hearsay from you, Zell. It's like, oh my God, you just reminded me. Fire up that little Miss Anonymous stream, anybody, because Brockus admits to all of it. He just tries to justify it.
Oops.
It's all there. He doesn't go, and I didn't go to her house at night and wait there. He admits to all of it. It's all there. It's like, what the fuck, guys? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I know. That's what I was saying.
I
like,
hope you're
he
having
has...
a blast over there, Antwon, because you're in Tonka's ass whether you like it or not, and when he decides to, he's going to shit you out. And it's not going to be a toilet that you land in. It's going to be wherever Vamp lives.
There's something I don't understand about Antwon's little like going to the dark side, if you will, to Tonka.
The dark side.
What does a dead channel hope to accomplish by sucking up to another dead channel?
A little bit of life.
Good luck with that.
As I just showed earlier, and it was a joke, you know, just whatever, because I don't care. I don't care about the views I'll get on that video that I made. I do care greatly about teasing Antwon because it's fun. And one of the points that I made earlier, I was like, dude, within 7 hours, I got more views than one of your videos in 24. And I don't tag anything. I don't put any notes in it. I just simply upload it, tell some of my friends. I'm like, hey, guys, hope you like this. Spread it around. They don't have to do that. Do you have any of those, Antwon?
Crickets.
That was the sound of his friend. That was the sound of his friends.
No, you just have to say. I'll assume that's a yes.
Fuck, dude, I was drinking. I was like taking a swig. That hurt.
Dude, that's
because I get it. I get the joke.
I thought you didn't drink.
It's funny. It's funny if you see I'm drinking a Monster. I love caffeine.
That's like
cigarettes.
that's like way worse than just drinking booze.
You know what? That's a different argument for another day, sir. But I will argue that's a different argument. But for example, like I'm chilling here with like Monster is like my alcohol. Like, dude, like if I was in a condition where I could steal piggy banks for booze.
Dude, okay, who actually has piggy banks? Let's just start there. Like, who?
I do. Thank you very much.
Oh,
A
Jesus.
lot of people actually do. You got to start locking them down when I'm around.
I've never. I don't know. I've been to Hobby Lobby recently and didn't even see piggy banks, so I'm just like really confused.
What the hell were you doing in Hobby Lobby? Are you a secret knitter or something?
No, I
Whoa,
live.
that was close to being demonetized.
I live with a couple women, so they go to Hobby Lobby. I
Don't you
just
hate
went
when
with.
that happens?
Yes, I hate Hobby Lobby.
Oh.
But the thing is, ultimately, what I did want to say was the thing that I forgot to say because Adamantine here fucking derailed me, fucking ass.
Go to hell.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, no, I remember. I remember what I was gonna say. Now, but at the end of the day, look, the truth is, okay, we just all gotta take Zell's dick out of our mouths so we can think independently. You know.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
time we're
Well,
allowed
no.
to put our
Actually, I
mouth
like
on
it. I like it. It feels good. So please continue.
In my defense, I've never had Zell's dick in my mouth. I've always just tried to get his in mine.
Oh,
That's
my
true.
God.
That's
Or wait,
true.
no, I'm sorry. I got that backwards. Mine and his. That's what I was really angling for, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's true. But
today I learned.
I guess being buddies means like you're sucking cack, but super chatting Tonka, $10, which is it's. Hey man, that $10 was that like a little insult to me, Antwon? Like, haha, you can't spend this on booze. That's pretty rude.
Mm-hmm.
But $10 to insult me.
Oh, now Zell, you said you haven't seen this.
It wasn't
You-
even to insult you, man. It was $10 to tell you to fucking kill yourself.
Yeah, which again,
Now, Zell,
that's not a call for violence. That's just it's good shit talk, and it's really dark. But it's like dude,
you said you
can do
haven't
that
seen
for
the
free.
stream, Zell, but there was another segment where Sparky was literally in the chat. I have a DM to send you, Vamp, to read, and he was like unloading shit about you too. Just so you know.
He thinks to me.
Oh no. More edited shit, more
'Cause Sparky-
doctored shit. Like Brockus, release the text messages again where you creep that ex of mine the fuck out.
No, I'm talking
because
about
of how in love you are with her.
I'm talking about
Those.
Sparky. Sparky.
but I'm just making a
I don't
point
take
of,
sides,
like-
Sparky.
I'm just making a point of like they've established that they'll use DMs and release stuff like to fit a narrative though. They will cut shit off the chopping block, so to speak, that might make them just look like fucking morons. Like, yeah, leave out the fact that bitch hates me and is super vindictive and that you've creeped her out to high hell. Let's leave out that. How about that? I can't imagine what Sparky's going to leave out in his juicy DMs.
Well, every other word he leaves out several syllables and draws out others. Just saying.
Oh my god. Yeah, and again, guys, we're to the point. Like, here's the beautiful thing. This is what I loved about the stream, by the way. It was, whether Tonka likes it or not, whether Vamp likes it or not, it was their announcement to everybody. Go for it. Nothing's off limits. And if they ever bitch and whine again, all you have to do is be like, yeah, but the Zell stream, you announced it. Like, no more should we ever hear about the AP doing the Tonka's mom's picture or whatever. They Tonka and Vamp have announced, yeah, we're on that level too. In fact, we're a little beyond it. That's it. It's been announced, guys. It's there. So go for it.
Hmm.
Oh God, don't make him repeat it.
No, just don't listen to Vlad. He's just being a dick.
No, sleaziness is nothing new for Tonka or Vamp. Tonka is the one who was offering $1,000 for people's doxes privately in the past.
Yeah, I do remember that.
He's a well documented, as Antwon would say, scumbag.
Yeah. Either way, like he'll go there now. Like Vamp, if you were ever wondering how someone like me could get so cold as to say, if your dad were alive, he'd be fucking disappointed, then I want you to listen to your stupid gay ass Zell stream, and then I want you to remind yourself, oh yeah, we go there to those depths too. You didn't care at all. You didn't care at all that you were bringing into your arena, so to speak, information about a girl completely out of context. There was no context. You were just writing your own narrative. A girl that how she involves me is we lost a child together. You had no cares about that. Zero cares about that, Vamp. Never want to hear you complain again. Never want to hear you complain. You know who is complaining? Your dead fucking dad.
Well, if her dad was alive, I'd send her dad her nudes, but then he'd probably fap, so that'd probably be a bad thing.
Oh.
I mean, I don't ever want to defend Vamp, but for a man, she has some enviable abs. I'll give her that. She's got a 6-pack and no breasts. So I'm not sure what to make of that.
Well, she has the abs, and Tonka doesn't.
No, he's got the muffin top.
Yeah. Like, how do you... I understand, like, bigger dudes having the muffin top.
He's not big. He's tiny.
I know! That's my whole point. It's like, how are you that skinny? And you have a muffin top?
I can tell you...
just jealous that, like, 80% of the other men that you surround yourself with can have pecs?
You want to know how you get that skinny with that much body fat? You stream for 8 hours a day. You take a break, and then you have 4 hours of gaming streaming. That's exactly how you develop the Tonka body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just grody and weird.
I was always wondering
weird people, man.
how someone who, like, prided himself as a hardworking man has so much fucking time to stream. Like, I can't even find enough time in the day to wipe my ass, and this guy's over here streaming. Like, I don't care about any of these people, but I'll stream 4 hours a day about them.
Here's the deal. I don't care.
Here's the deal. Okay. Time out. So did I tackle everything? Because I got those 3 points out of the way and a couple other things.
Oh,
what else? What else did I miss?
You missed the Sparky thing.
Yeah. Well, there was another.
What is that?
Oh, go ahead.
You missed the Sparky thing where, Mr. I'm not friends with Tonka, I'm neutral. Mr. Sparky was like, Vamp, I'm sending you some DMs for you to read on stream. Which was basically you threatening him. It was going back to like some sort of trippy thing.
Wait, the bad thing that he had on me is that I threatened him? Because first off, do you remember like what she read? And I think I already know. Do you remember exactly what? Do you know that it was around like a trippy thing?
It was a trippy thing. You basically told him to shut his mouth, or you would say something. I don't remember the deal. It was fairly boring, quite honestly. Much like
I do remember that. And now I just wish I threatened him because I forget exactly what it was, but I do remember there was a time where I pretty much approached Sparky and how I love this. He interprets this as threats, but then Antwon pays $10 to be like, he should swallow a shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love this. But I remember I approached Sparky, and it was something was going on, and he was being a moron. And I approached him, and it pretty much came down to me being like, if you do this certain thing, you ain't gonna fucking like it. Don't I do that a lot, guys?
Yes.
I just do that because that's how I am. I call shit, and then I go, hey, man, don't do that. You're gonna fucking regret it. And we know Sparky. He's gonna love to take that and be like, look, he threatened me.
Sparky and Antwon are just jealous because you have teeth.
Oof.
Sparky and Antwon are just jealous because I just released a video that I edited entirely on a phone, by the way, that is better than anything they have and will ever do.
Actually, that's somehow sadly true.
Yes,
That's why. That's why.
Yeah, that was like, well, I like at first I was like, yeah, I could see how he did this on a phone. It's not that complicated. And then as it continued, I'm just like, oh, how is he doing this on a phone? And then by the very end, I'm like, wow, he's got fancy little slides going here, and things are moving around. Like, why? How? What program is this shit? And all this
Well,
shit.
to be fair, like again, what I accomplished is super easy to do on a computer. It's obviously just harder on a phone.
I mean, yeah.
So, like I'm just being fair, but at the same time, it's like to me it's super easy. But every one of Antwon's videos is a fucking snore, and they look ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
They just look ugly, and it's like, how do you do that?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm trying even to make my shit look more fancy because I've been very lazy with it, and now I'm just getting to a point where it's, like, boring myself.
You've
But-
been doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I mean, lately I've been actually, like, trying to put in more effort into editing.
I love how you know what's beautiful about all of this is the Antwon from a year ago would be making fun of the Antwon right now.
No
Oh,
shit.
for sure.
100%. The guy that just goes, "Oh, I saw a text out of context, and then they said things. Woman beater. Here's $10. You're so disgusting because you stole a piggy bank and woman beater."
Well, here we go, Zell. I got
You
the
already
screenshot.
knew I was an addict, and I voluntarily did rehab for a long time. I actually, overall enjoyed the experience. I did it. I did the thing you're supposed to do. That's great. I got years under my belt. He's already known about this. So that part you could, like, if you want to criticize me about, like, I hate all addicts, even if they, stop it and get better, I'd be like, okay, I can't fight you there. But if you're going to be like, I just saw a text message from an obviously vindictive ex and woman beater, that's the guy that Antwon from a year ago would be railing on as an SJW faggot.
Listen
And
and
you're
believe.
it now, dude.
Gotta believe
And
the
it
whammon.
took Vlad 5 minutes to fire up a stream and me 20 minutes to lay out, okay, here's how you're wrong. Here's the truth. Any more questions? Total transparency.
And by the way, Vlad, you're without any of your improved fanciness, this stream you just fired up is already getting views that Antwon only wishes he had
Oh,
on
yeah.
his 1600 sub corpse.
Yeah, but I just don't have an AMA.
Well, again, why does someone have a 1600 sub AMA? Because
That is a weird time to do an AMA.
Because you'll never hit 1700.
Dude, I'm gonna wait until I get 1,000 subs.
He could hit 1700, especially now with like Tonka fans and stuff. It's possible, but it is a weird time.
Getting an extra 15 subs max is not going to really get you there.
But no, I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, I know whenever I get 1,000 subs eventually, whenever the fuck that's gonna happen, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do an AMA. I'm gonna do a 50 sub AMA on my 1,000th sub. You know why? Because I can. And secondly, nobody else has done it.
Oh, dude, wasn't one of my favorite parts of the video. Because while editing, you take best chunks out, and then it's like my favorite analogy for editing is what Quentin Tarantino said about writing.
Oh,
It's
God.
it's like you have this. Shut up for a second. I know he's pretentious and all that shit, but shut up. It's like you have this giant thing of dough, and you got the rolling pin effect, and you got to roll over like a quarter of it, but then you got to go back and you got to roll over that quarter again to get to the half, and then you got to go back and do it again. So as I was like cutting up, I was finding these little gems that I didn't realize were in there. And one of them that was my favorite from fucking Antwon was after you pressed him enough about the fact that he didn't tell me and Lo-Fi about some stupid ass test stream that wouldn't be a big deal. After you pressed him enough, he's like, well, I don't have to tell them anything. And it was like, that encapsulates perfectly Antwon.
Mhm.
I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but Sparky's the same way. I mean, they're two peas in a pod, you know.
Yes.
I mean, if you
Yeah,
really
yeah,
sit
yeah.
down and think about it, I mean, that's what it boils down to. This is why him and Antihero were an inevitable clash, because Antihero isn't a pea in a pod. He's a third wheel.
And our friend.
Yeah.
This was another point I wanted to bring up too when you were listing off the accusations they were firing at you that had to do with your ex's miscarriage. Was that you tried to guilt her into getting an abortion?
Oh, that's right. Okay. I think I already tackled this, but let me make this clear again. Trying to guilt her into an abortion, that's a beautiful way to, like, you know, hurt somebody's character and kind of shift the narrative a little bit. Here's what I've said to that. We both did that. So now she's evil? Because that's my child. Like I said, at first, the first week or two, I was the one who was pro about it, and she was the one who was contemplating an abortion. And she was the one who was using guilting language towards me about having this kid. So now all I want to establish is, like, yeah, I was an evil cunt about it too. I lost my mind at one point, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, maybe I don't want a kid. And I would try to convince her of it. You can use whatever language you want. Evilest guy ever. We both did it. So as long as you make sure to say that she's evil too, and then that's beautiful, because then doesn't it call into question her claims in that text?
Here's my question: who fucking cares? It's just an abortion. Like, why are we getting moral fag over it?
Here's my point about it too. Is, like, you know, unless you find yourself in that situation, and I'm not talking about pregnancy in general. There are people that plan it. There are people that expect it. This and that. And then there's scenarios where it just smacks you out of nowhere, where you used protection and it shouldn't have happened, and you're not ready.
Or like in my case, where my ex intentionally forgot to take the thing, and it was all a
that
trap.
can happen too. And so, like, you know, you have these two fucking immature, I'm gonna call us kids, okay? So we were like 19, 20, I think, when
Fair.
it happened. I'm gonna call us kids. Fucking immature idiot kids. We both had doubts. Both of us. Back and forth. If you want to use the language of, and I'm totally fine with it, if you want to be like, you tried to pressure her to an abortion. Yeah, sure, I didn't hit her, though.
Hold on.
And have my views changed for abortion since then? Absolutely. Would I punch that Zell in the face? Probably. That was not right.
If you're talking about people who believe in abortion, if you want to take the vamp tranny shit that she pulled on that stream, what she's basically saying is the man should just shut up because he's nothing more than a sperm donor. Yeah, if you have a couple that believes in abortion and there's a pregnancy, the man has every right to suggest to the woman that she should get an abortion.
I mean,
and yeah. I think that's a super fair argument too.
But ultimately,
that makes a lot of sense, because, like, again, that's my child too. And so when I did start having my doubts, and I'm not going to say that I know that this is what changed her mind, but the moment I started having doubts and I started, like, turning to where she was at, is when she started turning around to, like, no, I'm keeping the baby. So I don't know what happened behind the scenes or whatever, but I started having my doubts, and then, yes, I was talking to her about my feelings on the subject. And if you want to call that, oh, you were trying to guilt her into, well, guilting, when you say guilting her into like an abortion, that just kind of frames it as like you're telling her false things or you're lying to her to try to get her to do something. I wasn't lying to her. I was telling her exactly why I thought we should have an abortion.
I think Vamp just ragged on it because she feels bad about her own masculinity.
Yeah, look, here's my point of view on this, honestly. It doesn't matter what you said or what you didn't say or any of that bullshit. I don't even care. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's her choice. She had the baby, and whatever ultimately happened, whatever she ultimately decided, is all that matters, regardless of what you said or didn't say. So trying to blame you in any facet for whether or not she decided to get an abortion, in my opinion, is just fundamentally retarded. Secondarily,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, and secondarily, I'm like I am too fucking pro-abortion or amoral, or whatever anybody wants to put it, to care about the fucking stupid, whiny, baby-killing viewpoints associated with the moral faggotry that is the topic of abortion.
Okay. Let me tackle this. Like, okay, I get your points. I also very much understand, and I have grown more into the idea of, I definitely want kids, and I would have punched that Zell in the face. If she were a man, by the way, and it wasn't going to hurt the baby whatsoever, I would have punched her in the face too, because she was considering it too for quite a while, and using guilt tactics for me. So it goes both ways. But what I would say is, did either of us, me or her, ever lie to the other one or be deceiving to try to convince them into abortion? No, never happened. Did we express our fear? Did we express like all the consequences that we didn't think we were ready to deal with to try and convince the other person of what we believed we should do? Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. 100% happened. And what's their point? That shit happens like all the time. People have pregnancy scares and have these discussions and get scared, even when they're 17, 18, 19, 20. That happens. Never laid a hand on a woman and never lied or deceived a woman. Never lied to or deceived a woman to try to get her to have an abortion. So that's out of the window. We got that out of the way. I hope that clears that up.
Yes.
Yeah, in my personal opinion, even if you're lying about trying to deceive her, it doesn't fucking matter because it's ultimately her choice. Just throwing that out there.
It is ultimately her choice. And I will say, too, once I came back around, because eventually she did turn and she's like, no, I'm keeping the baby. And so once I did come back around, I was extremely happy that she decided to keep the baby. And it was like literally less than a week before we found out we lost the baby. That I came back around and embraced it, and I would and that's why it fucked with me again. It was like this roller coaster. It was like, I'm ready for it. No, I'm not. Yes, I totally embrace it. Oh, we lost the kid. Oh my god! And I just dived down.
I have a question for you about that, Zell. I thought about this as soon. It's a personal question, so if you don't want to answer, feel free not to. But I thought about
I'll
this.
just lie like I usually do, right?
Or that. I thought about this as soon as I heard that. Do you know it was a medical situation? Or did she possibly just change her mind and not tell you?
What I will say to that is, as much indifference as I have towards her, and as much as I think of her now as a bit of a cunt, and as much as I know she hates me and is vindictive, I still would say I'm not doing that. That's unfair to her. I'm gonna take her at her word because that's really dirty stuff. So I'll just leave it there. I can't do that. I'll take her at her word that something happened, because I only went with her to the doctors 2 times. Because this was very, very early on, that this happened. So we probably lucked out there too. It didn't go on long enough to where it really could have fucked us up mentally. Like really done some damage. So it didn't go on that long. I took her at her word. I knew she had that doctor appointment that day, and then she called me right after she left it. Took her at her word.
Fair enough. I mean, if it's not true, I'm sure you'll find out in a few years anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm sure Tonka will conveniently get another magical DM that'll espouse how you like stab cats.
Oh, there'll be some horrible stuff. Brockus, by the way. Brockus, I'm sure you would enjoy if I played a similar game, right? Because I won't reveal anything, but you wouldn't mind, right, Brockus? If I did? That wouldn't hurt. And I'm not even talking about past stuff. I'm just talking about direct contact. That wouldn't hurt you at all? You gonna be okay with that, buddy? Are you gonna deny the story of when she went to that restaurant and made that joke about the baby we lost? Are you gonna deny that? You wanna play this game?
I mean, I don't really understand what's wrong with making those kind of jokes, honestly.
Vlad,
No,
really?
there's
Did
nothing.
you just say that?
Well, I mean, okay, let me explain. So I had a best friend commit
I
suicide.
get dead baby jokes.
No, I mean,
Are you saying that what she did was okay? Because it's all about nuance, buddy.
well, I don't really understand what's wrong with what's the term here. Well, I don't even know what the joke is, honestly. But I mean, like, I don't see what the issue is with making dark jokes, gallows humor. So
No,
to
you can
speak.
make dark jokes, but what if you show up to the restaurant that the person that you lost a baby with works at to send them an indirect message of, ha ha, pretty much the baby is dead, but I'm going to joke that it's alive. That's okay to you?
Okay, that's not.
Because we're gonna start disagreeing.
Wait,
Very fast.
hold on. Can you please repeat that? Because like my brain, I don't
Were
think
you
kept
not
up.
listening earlier? Oh my God, Gallagher, can you?
No,
just
I had. There's been
Oh,
several
no.
times I had to walk off and go do shit that I did. So there was things I didn't
Addy, I'm
hear.
gonna kill him. Addy, I'm gonna kill
Hey,
him.
Vlad, here we go. Zell's baby died. Brock is like, haha, your baby died. Do you think that's okay? Bam.
Wait, Brockus told the joke?
Yes!
No.
Someone told the fucking joke.
No. Stop it.
What is the joke?
You guys need to listen.
I thought I
So-
was.
So, shortly after we lost the baby, she showed up to the restaurant I was working at. The girl I lost the baby with. You got that?
Yes.
She showed up with the bestie that I pushed, right? That I beat up mercilessly because I'm a woman beater. She showed up with her and some other guy. Brockus wasn't there. Okay? She tells I'm not even aware that they're there. She tells her server, who was a friend of mine at the time, to tell me that the baby lived. That was exactly the message.
That's not even a joke.
And my friend. Exactly. This is my point, Vlad. Is like you know what I've said. If you're gonna do something like that, you better be fucking funny.
No, that's not even. There's no way to make that funny. Like that.
Exactly.
That's actually what I
But
would
hold
call
on,
emotional
hold on.
manipulation.
But let's give Zell credit and point out a key difference here. Zell's response wasn't to have a panic attack and have to leave work, unlike a certain Antwon we know.
To be fair, I had to step out for a cigarette.
Well,
But
to be fair, it's not the same as being kicked out of a Discord server, is it?
Oh, it's very much not the same. No, it's very
Okay,
much not the same.
so please
No, but
continue.
Let me finish, Vlad. I will start yelling at you and Gallagher if you don't listen. But let me finish. So that happens. The server, my friend comes up to me and she's like, this girl, blah, blah, blah. She describes them and I'm like, I figure out who it is, right? She describes them. I think says their name, her name. So I knew who it was. And then she says, they told me tell you the baby lived. Okay, so we got that far. So that happened. Right after it, of course, I informed Brockus of what happened. Brockus knows about the story, but not only that, he doesn't just know it from me. He knows it from the girl that I almost had the kid with, because even the girl that I almost had a kid with, even she eventually apologized. Not directly to me, but it was either through Brockus or someone close to us. But the message went out to send the message to me that she was sorry for that was too far. Is that clear?
Yeah. So I didn't hear.
That's what I mean by Brockus 100% knows that this event occurred.
Well,
so Brockus, do you want to deny that? And doesn't that, or do you want to deny that because that paints her in a bad light and people might start questioning her vindictive claims?
Well,
Brockus?
I gotta say, I didn't hear any of that earlier. But again, I had to walk off and do shit. So I have a kid that I'm having to take care of while we're doing all of this. And she was thirsty and stuff. But no, I mean, ultimately, no, what I was going to say was, like, no, like, I fail to see, like, where... Now, I have a question, like, where does the claim of this is a joke come in? Because this is where I'm confused. Like, I interpreted that whole story as you got lied to. For no reason.
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, it was very shortly after that, because she obviously wouldn't talk directly to me. And I want to say it was Brockus, but I'll allow myself to probably be wrong on that. But it was people close to us that very shortly after that gave me the message of, like, she was doing it like that was a joke. In her eyes, that was a joke, haha. It was... Let me amend that a little bit. It was a joke, but it definitely was meant to be a hurt one. But it just ended up being a hurt thing without the joke attached to it. You know what I mean? It was just a hurtful thing. And so it was like, it was so dark and morbid for her that even she apologized.
Yeah, to me, it just sounds like she was being a cunt. But that's like it.
Yes, there you go. And no cunt in the world would ever lie about some dude stealing a piggy bank for booze.
Yeah, no, I can tell you right now.
Or being a woman, or changing her mind on that night when I defended her and spinning it into I'm a woman beater. No cunt in the world would do that, guys.
I honestly, like, if something like that happened to me and if somebody did that to me, I'd probably fucking shoot them in the head.
Okay, all right, Vlad. Okay, so
I'm not even fucking kidding. That's not even. That's how not funny it is.
Why do you make me disavow you like every? Is Gallagher used to this?
No, I'm not. But you know, Vlad has to try his hardest to get reactions out of people, and I gave up trying to fucking. So now he's my liable Sparky now.
I'm just gonna say, Vlad, you generally say the things that I think.
Yeah, so, I'm serious. Up. Yeah, I mean, am I not wrong here? I think most people, if their kid died and somebody came up to him and was like, by the way, the kid's alive, so all that freaking out you were doing, you don't have to worry about that anymore. The kid's alive. And then it turns out that whole thing was a lie. And they were just trying to fucking play with your emotions and fuck with you at the deepest core of your existence. No.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Shoot them in the fucking skull.
Okay. Yeah, up until that part, yes. Jesus, Vlad. Oh.
Yeah. See, if Tonka made a stream about Vlad and said that Vlad beats women, Vlad would have gotten there and said, "Yeah, I beat women all."
Oh yeah, I know. Here's the thing. Like, all the stuff that you're doing right now, Zell, I would have already owned. But like, even if it's not true, I would have owned it and then made it worse. So it's like, not only did I beat my ex, I beat her while she was pregnant. And I fucked her while she was... I could feel my kid's head.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. When you hear stories like that, like just twisted up stories to be like, he's a woman beater and this and that. Like, when I hear shit like that, I definitely think in my mind, well, now I wish I punched her. Like, right in the fucking face.
Well, actually...
Like at least it would have made it worse.
But based on what you're telling me right now, I wouldn't have blamed you at all. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, that shit's fucked.
Yeah.
No, like, that's, like, I don't even, like, calling that a joke. You know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like those kids who are too autistic to understand how social skills work. And whenever they say something fucking fucked up and stupid and they know it, they just like, oh, it was just a joke, man. Like, just to make it.
You mean Jacob Navo?
Yeah, like him,
That's,
yeah.
that's any kid when they get caught doing something. Like, have you ever
Yeah.
watched those, like, fucking, those murder shows? Like, there's one that my wife watches all the time. It's called The First 48, where they have to fucking,
I love the first 48.
Yeah, my wife is in love with that show because I think she's secretly trying to get away with murdering me. But like every
Probably.
time there's like kids on that show, they're always it's a child fucking like defense mechanism. Oh, it was a joke. It's like a knee jerk panic reaction. I see it all the time. Do you guys want to move into how Tonka's a psychologist now?
No,
Speaking of
no, can we not? Like,
Can you imagine?
I don't
Tonka
need
as
to go over. I don't need to go over for the 15th time that we're talking about a guy that's not going to get to the top. This is where he's at is where he's staying, and I think it really pisses him off that it's probably been confirmed to him that like Zell doesn't lie about his family.
Before we move on to another subject, can I just, since I brought his name up, can I just make one more comment about Jacob?
I permit it.
There's somebody who literally did a death threat. Literally.
He mentioned in Taco's chat the other day that he's 25 years old.
Oh,
Oof.
no.
Wow, talk about not aging gracefully. You're awfully bald for 25, you retarded fuck.
Yeah, he looks 45.
Oof.
I saw the photo. And again, Tonka, Vamp, again, like, you could never point out things like, oh, they're looking for photos and they're doxing this and that. You can never point out that stuff again without looking like an anal raped asshole of a hypocrite. You can never do that again, ever. Like, don't ever. Like, you're like the kid in the back seat who decided to, like, I'm gonna eat my ice cream on the way to school, and then it was a bumpy ride, and now it's all over your lap. Don't cry, little Tonka. Don't cry about that. It's like you've established that it's on. Whatever AP does from this moment on, AP's got my back entirely, because you've established you'll go there, and you'll twist it, and make lies out of it for your narrative. So you'll go there. You're never going in. Like, seriously, Tonka, you're never going anywhere. You think the internet just goes away? You're never going anywhere. If you even get the slightest hint of some kind of maybe, possibly, clout, all it takes is 15 of us to be like, oh, have you seen this stream? And that's it. You're not, like, nothing's happening for you, bro.
You are talking about a guy who, if you try to look him up on YouTube, you literally have to dig through a whole bunch of videos talking shit and literally owning the guy in order to find his channel's not the top thing if you search up Tonkasol on YouTube. It's like the fourth or fifth video down, and all the search results that populate before it are literally just people shitting all over him. And then he has to make like 8 different channels and hide the sub count.
I love to.
Oh my god, who made Stone Mexican guy a thrall?
A what? Stop cutting off your last word. What?
A thrall.
What's a
Probably.
thrall?
It's a stupid role in the server where if you get assigned it, you can't talk except.
Oh my god! Holy shit! I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's all you had to say. Oh my god! I don't care. Discord. Whoa.
Vlad just got a little hate boner for a second. He had to beat it real quick.
SMG is the sweetest boy ever. You be sweet to SMG. He speaks truth.
And just to be clear, SMG would rather fuck me than Zell.
All right. Okay. We don't know that, by the way. If that's true, don't throw that out there in the public. Let the discussion be behind closed doors. But what I was gonna say is, one of my favorite things too was I was finishing up on the video. I think it was like the day before I released it or something. And somebody, I don't know who, could have been one of you guys, sent me like a screenshot of like Antwon in Tonka's chat.
That was me.
Well, I don't know. It was very specific, but it was Antwon in Tonka's chat, and he said something to the effect of, "Oh man, I can't wait. Zell's gonna nuke himself from the internet again."
That was me.
Okay, that was you. I thought that was fucking hilarious because I ended up taking out the line because I think I was like trying to like shorten some shit up, but I literally had a line in the original cut of the video where I was like, I'm surrounded by nukes and I don't plan on using any of them. They're going right up Antwon's ass. And I thought that was fucking hilarious. I was like, this guy thinks I'm gonna nuke myself when, like, I'm gonna start coming out swinging now. I'm gonna show you how much more skilled I am at your job that you ask money for. I'm not going to get a penny from the video I just made. I don't want a penny from it. I have a job, and I just made something that you would kill 10 ugly fatso gargoyles to make.
Ooh,
I know where you can find the first one.
Vlad.
What?
No, I was saying you were one of the gargoyles.
Oh,
No, not
okay.
not Vlad. That little piggy he fucks.
No, it's lore now. Vlad is somebody
No, dude, it can't
Antwon
be.
would fuck.
Addy, it can't be a piggy because if it was, Zell would have stole it by now. I also want to point out too.
No, I finally got that one.
I just want to point out too. It was just ironic. With Antwon trying to put me on the spotlight. Like I was, Gallagher's friends with a woman beater. Arr! Like I was
Okay,
like,
that
really?
that was a weird one. Can you break this down for me? Because you're like, I'm now enemies of Antwon because I said one thing in the
Okay,
chat.
so
and he linked
basically
you to
what happened is somebody.
Oh, and
in
then
the
we'll get into guilt by association. Sorry to cut you
Yeah,
off, but then we'll
into
get into that because that's fun. Go ahead.
Roger. So here we go, right? So someone mentioned me who is a friend of mine in the chat. And I was watching it because someone's like, hey, look at this, they're shitting on Zell. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'm at work, I'm on the shitter, I'll take a look. So I'm listening to it with my earbuds, because I'm fucking weird. And someone says something to me, so I reply. And then the next thing I know, like, I got like a whole crap ton of ats coming at me on the chat, and I noticed that a majority of them are from Antwon. And he's, doing the whole like he's kind of like that guy with his cell phone on the sidelines of a fight trying to cheer it on and making it worse and everything.
I love that he
But,
asked the shit out of you, but he still does. Why aren't you adding
well, I
me,
mean,
Antwon? Anyway, go ahead.
I probably don't have the intimidating presence that you no, but I'm a nobody, so that's probably why. And
Well, so am I, but go ahead.
He's like, why don't you get Zell's lying ass on here? I'm like, because I'm not his daddy. Kind of like how he did with Sparky to us. No, I'm not his dad. Well, I'm not your dad either, so that fucking goes both ways. And then Sparky's like, leave Gallagher alone. He can hang out with whoever he wants. And then I was like, yeah,
Yeah, by the way, Sparky's intermittent ass kissing is God, is that transparent?
I didn't want to get
Sparky kissed my ass the other night. Did I tell you about this, Addy?
Are you talking about on Doc stream?
Yes.
He was kissing everyone's ass. Like he thinks it matters at this point.
Sparky,
I'm gonna kiss your ass. I'm gonna kiss your ass a little bit. I'm gonna kiss your ass a little bit, Zell, and then I'm gonna release DMs to Vamp with no context, just my narrative attached to it.
Sparky is like a fucking two-headed snake. Okay.
Yeah.
Sparky, if you think the shit that we're saying about you is mean on stream or on Twitter, you have no idea what and who all is saying shit about you behind your back when you're not listening. No one likes you, Sparky. No one.
Okay, so anyway,
including your new friends, but you'll find that out on your own. Enjoy.
Yeah,
well, I agree with that last part, but there are some people that do like him.
Yeah, probably somewhere out there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he has some 16-year-old trainees that like him.
Just like I
but
say,
anyway.
just like I say about Brockus, where I admit openly that Brockus can be a really likable guy. The same thing goes for Sparky. He can be a very likable guy. To me, at least, he can be a likable guy. But he's done the two-headed snake thing
So
way
can
too much,
pedophiles.
and he's done. Okay, we're not. That's not fair.
Time to go
I'm
back
just-
to
Christ, Vlad! Every 10 minutes, I have to fucking disavow you.
Okay. Here's the whole point. Like saying they can be a
Alright,
likable
Jesus
guy
Christ.
just innately means nothing. A serial killer can be a likable guy, for fuck's sake. So, I mean, that's all I'm getting at. So anyway, what were you saying,
All right.
Gallagher?
Yep. What was I saying? Actually, someone remind me, because you guys asked me to tell a story. Then you all.
I don't care enough
Gallagher,
about
Gallagher.
your.
Gallagher, it's because your
Yep.
volume is way too low, so we'll just start talking over you for getting your speech.
His volume is not too low. His clarity is too fucked up.
Oh, I'm switching back to the mic. Hold on a minute.
That's a brilliant idea. So, anyway, I do want to get into guilt by association because this is beautiful. At least for Antwon, because I will say, even though it has sneaky, snaky motivations behind it, Sparky does try to lick everyone's asshole, or as many assholes as he can. But what I will say is, with Antwon, I'll speak directly to Antwon because he's either listening now, eventually gonna listen, or gonna be told it. So, Antwon, I never, ever, 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 ever want to hear you say that guilt by association is bullshit ever again. Just like Tonka and Vamp get that rule of they can never say someone's gone too far anymore. Ever. Ever. You can never say that again. Why? I only need one person. Cadunt. Cadunt was straight up, I believe, kicked out of his Discord. But straight up, Cadunt is on the blacklist. And Cadunt tries so fucking hard to be neutral. That's her MO. That's how she approaches things. Okay? She's like what Sparky would like to be. Because Cadunt can be extremely neutral and just not do these stupid plans of trying to fuck people over. So that's how she approaches things. And even her, in her neutrality, she's written off because she still likes talking with me, and she still likes talking with Vlad, and she still likes talking with Addie. Antwon, we never want to hear you say that again. That's all I say about that.
Can you hear me now?
God,
We
you're
can hear
even
you
worse.
now, yeah.
Yeah, no, Vlad needs to fix my mic. Is it too quiet or is it too loud? What
Oh, I
Whatever.
I turned you down so that I can spare both my ears, the ones that matter, and so I can spare the people watching, and that's all that matters.
You guys can actually hear me, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, Gallagher, it's not about the volume. It sounds like you're talking in a canyon and everything is echoing back.
It's because he's got the gain up really fucking high and he doesn't know how to fix it. Because he can't look at the knobs on the mic that literally say the word gain on them.
Yeah, Vlad, but I told you, I'm not a fucking
Oh my God.
retard. There
Oh
are
my
no
god. Oh
fucking
my god,
knobs on my mic.
stop. What the hell, man?
That's all I wanted.
What the hell? Did you do that?
That was
Oh
kind of
my
point
God, my
proven,
head.
wasn't
Yes.
Oh my god, my head.
it?
Can you put him down?
What?
Put him down.
The volume, I mean, not Gallagher himself.
Oh, I had to get on my fucking phone again
Oh
because
my
Vlad's
god.
like, the knobs, Gallagher, the knobs. There are no fucking knobs on this thing.
Your phone, by the way, is a lot better.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking stick to my phone because apparently my $150 mic ain't doing shit.
You gotta. It's either Vlad fucking up somewhere or you, but you guys gotta figure it out eventually.
Probably Vlad. Fuck it.
It's not my fault. I'm not the one that bought the mic
Hey,
and don't know how to use
Addy,
it.
you want to make some popcorn and watch the fight over mics?
With a punchable smirk on my face.
Yeah.
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 So yeah. Anyway, back to story time.
No! Fight,
yes.
you bitches! No more friendship!
Yes, okay. I'm gonna fucking fly down to fucking Vladville and stab him in the dick after this. Okay.
Okay.
'Cause I've been trying to tell this damn story now.
Tell your
and I
story,
keep-
Gallagher. You're coming out.
Everybody's allowed to be-
What's going on? What's going on?
He pissed
my
off. He
gosh.
pissed off his house immigrant.
Yeah, shut up. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure someone's gonna make up about how that doesn't exist, but I really don't fucking care. So anyway, yep, in Tonka stream, I say one word talking to somebody, not just saying like hi or what's up, and then fucking, Antwon jumps up my ass. Fucking Sparky says, Gallagher's not responsible for fucking Zell, and then Antwon says the one thing that fucking pisses me off, and that's, but he hangs out with someone who beats women. And I was like, wow, Antwon, so much for no, I don't believe in a guilt by association. And then Antwon fires back with, well, that's what you and Vlad did to me. So I was like, okay, so now I see the true Antwon that fucking Zell and Lo-Fi have to deal with. And yeah, that's all I have to say. That's pretty much what happened. And then fucking Tonka cut his cronies off because it does that thing where he just lets Blossom and fucking Vamp talk the whole time, and then he'll come in. Well, no, he's like, no, Gallagher, you get in here. What the hell? What problem do you have with Sparky? And he was just like fucking having a fit because I wouldn't give him what he wanted. And then I was like, well, I'm leaving. And then I have to go back to work. And then he made a comment about how he could tell I was a she person. Sparky was a bigger man than me. And I probably, he can tell that I probably work at a burger joint or whatever. I'm like, yep, Tonka, that's exactly what I do. I work at a burger joint. Fucking Sparky is a big man and I'm a coward. Blah, 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 whatever. Whatever. It literally has zero bearing on my life.
Well, it's great to point out, like,
Actually, can you repeat all that? You were muted.
you bitch.
Was I really?
You bitch, Vlad, he's lying.
No, he wasn't.
Lying.
No, you weren't.
Suck my dick, Vlad.
Addy, I just want to sit back and watch these two fight now.
You got the popcorn, so?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Oh!
Dude,
No,
I just
I'll be right
realized-
back. I'll be right back. I'm going to go steal a piggy bank. We'll get some popcorn.
Zell just opened up the door to this fight we're about to
Hey,
have.
man.
Vlad.
Yeah, that's all I do is I open up doors. And if a door happens to be a woman, I hit it a lot.
And steal its medicine. The door medicine.
And steal its medicine. Well,
Huffing that WD-40.
Oh, well, I wouldn't steal WD-40.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Tonka wouldn't really know how to talk about women because he's been in a relationship for 3 years, the man, so. Right, Van?
How often do you fuck, Tonka? How often do you fuck?
Oof.
There's your alpha male. Just stop it.
It's important to make sure that random people on the internet think that you're a big man. Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking of thinking about people on the internet, that's another thing I wanted to comment on. He was asking me why I was going after Sparky. I'm like, because it's fun. He's like, oh, you're a sheep. I'm like, okay, whatever you say about me doesn't really matter because it has no actual reflection on who I am as a person. And then he said, the person you act like online is a reflection of your true self.
Oh, all right, perfect, Antwon. You're a fat, gross, fat, gross liar that fucks a gargoyle. That's what you portray online.
Now, Zell, I've been trying to find this out for a while, so answer me this question about Antwon.
Yeah.
Is Antwon follically challenged?
Why would you know that?
Well, I've known him in... What do you mean? I've known him in real life. You didn't know this?
Well, yeah, I know that you know that, but I don't fucking generally talk about my dick to friends I'm with in real life.
What the fuck? He said
yeah.
follically challenged.
Gee, yeah.
I thought you... Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said phallically challenged.
Oh, okay. You know what? To be fair, that was close. Okay, he gets that one. No, he's got hair on his head. You know,
because
it's
if
like-
he was
it's like
if he
the
was bald, it
greasy-
would have
it's
made
like-
so much more sense.
it's like greasy flat hair, but it's there. It looks like, the hair looks like it would fuck one of Pinoid's exes for a shower.
Oh God.
Oh.
Just to give you an idea. No, the funny thing about Antwon is he, like, if you've ever seen like the memes, or you just think about it in your head of like that super generic nerd, like just the fat ass one with like, the gross skin and just the grease covering them and just some missing teeth and just some flat greasy hair, and it's hilarious because it's like, that's him.
Well, I've seen Ishtar, so that gives me a kind of a guideline as to what kind of man she would get, because the last time I saw something like her, she was being fed at a zoo.
Okay, that's really rude. But no, I was gonna say, like, if you want a good barometer of what Antwon looks like, Ishtar is hotter than his ex.
Gross.
There you go, guys. Enjoy that.
Yeah,
one.
I've seen the pictures that were leaked a long time ago of Antwon and his ex together in some photo at like a Thanksgiving thing or some shit. Or maybe
no, it was with me.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah, that was the photo that his ex's new boyfriend or whatever leaked a photo that Antwon's ex had, because we did a meetup. And it was like the first time that I met people who watched our shit. And the people that we met up with was Ishtar and KG. KG being her husband. So it was me and Brockus, and I can't remember if Cadet was there. I think she was. I can't remember though. She might not have been. And it was Antwon and Gwen, who was his lady at the time, and Ishtar and KG. And we all met up, went out for some food, and then went back to where Antwon was living at the time. And at one point, we grouped together for a photo. Everyone keep in mind that this married couple that we met, that was like fans of what we were doing, and especially what Antwon was doing, that this was the two people Antwon was going to move in with, because he had to move out. And now Antwon is fucking Ishtar, and KG, after going suicidal 5150 and in the psych ward, for some reason, guys, is out of the picture. Weird. Gets you thinking. It gets, as Mr. Mediker would say, it gets the noggin jogging.
Slayer, sorry, wow, that was a big insult on accident. Spectre kind of ran that saying into the ground for me.
Yeah, because that was a crutch word for him whenever he fucking didn't know what to say on one of his.
Oh, would he say that a lot?
Oh yeah, he's like, oh, this cop showed up at my house and tried to arrest me, and I wonder who could have did it. Probably somebody who I called a pedophile online. Really gets the noodle cooking. Really gets you thinking. And he would say it like somebody. So there's like an echo response that some people with frontal lobe brain damage get, where sometimes
Jesus Christ, this got really specific really quick.
Yeah, well, there's a thing that they do where they repeat like the last sentence they said several times before they finally realize that they said it and cut off. And he was doing that with the whole fucking really gets you thinking, huh? Really gets you thinking. I'm like, yep, I've been thinking for a minute now. Why am I still watching this? And then I laughed.
Well, to be fair, a lot of us have certain words like you latch onto. It's very natural. It's very normal. I would say Vlad. I still want to, if pedantic were a whore, I would be beating it until it spat out piggy banks.
Well, I think that's a bit pedantic of you, but
God damn.
I've been nice this whole stream, and I haven't said that word one time. And you
Did
brought
I do
it up.
Myself?
Yes, you did.
God, no!
I do think, Zell, that considering the stream that was just done about you, and the shit that Antwon and considering the stream that was just done about, you would not be unjustified to have a few Antwon and Brockus story hours sometime in the future on stream. Give us a little taste as to their past.
You are such a petty fuck.
It's funny that you bring that up.
It's funny to me.
It's really funny, Addy, that you bring that up. And I would love if Brockus is listening, or if somebody listens for him. It's really funny you say that, because Brockus, I got some beautiful stuff in the works, baby. I got some beautiful stuff in the works. If you think that I don't have access to more than a year-old, out of context text message from a girl who could just care less about you, you're out of your mind. Like, why in a million years, Brockus, would you ever forget who I have access to and who I could? You fucking brainlet. And what I love about the stream that they finally did on me, my favorite part was just, you could feel how excited Antwon was about this stream. He was like, this is it. I get to remember, it was that phenomenon I was talking about in the last stream. I was like, they have this fifth grader bully phenomenon of like, I'm just gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Well, I just want to, like, make fun of you because it's fun. But theirs comes from like real, genuine hatred and disgust for themselves, and they need this win. Antwon needs this win. I don't, but Antwon needs it, and I love it. The stream is over with, Antwon, and it took me 20 fucking minutes to get rid of all the bullshit that was spewed, and to shout out a video that you're never gonna be able to compete with.
Hold on, look at what just joined the chat.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, Water Jabbers.
Where? I'm getting excited.
You did really great against AP the other night. That was impressive. 5 stars. Just kidding. You were made to look like a dumbass.
You cried to your mom, Zell? That's pretty sad.
Yeah, I don't understand that one. I keep getting that one.
Oh no, apparently you cried to your mom. It's the Tonka spy bots in your house that let him know everything you're doing so he can talk about it because he doesn't care about you.
Oh, okay. All right. Was that another Brockus zinger?
I don't know. It's just something that
I'm just asking Water Jabbers because he's been hitting home runs, right?
Yeah, well, that's what you want to call failing.
I don't understand the whole cried to your mom, but apparently someone told somebody that you cried to your mom. And remember, kids, if it was said on the internet, then it was automatically true. Also, doubly true if it was about someone you don't like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zell beats women. Hashtag facts.
Hashtag no proof needed. Even though I've made hours of videos saying, making fun of people for believing stories without actual facts or evidence to back it up, I will gladly jump onto that and shit my principles to the wind if it means that I can freaking bully someone or say shit about someone who I don't like.
Hey, look, we all don't have it as easy as Tonka. When he beats the fuck out of Vamp, he's beating a man.
Yeah.
Better be careful about me. I'm gonna go beat them women's.
Steal them piggy banks.
I got my mom on speed dial.
I saw Zell, because me and Zell are best friends now, and I wrangle him around and I control him. Like, I'm just gonna say this now. I watched him drink booze out of the piggy bank. Like, he filled the piggy bank up with liquor. And it wasn't even liquor, actually. It was rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol and Listerine. I don't think Water Jabbers understands the jokes, but that's fine. I can imagine that most autists don't.
Well, I would say that the vast majority of the Kumatards don't actually have a sense of humor. It's actually very interesting. So whenever you're actually so fanatical about a person or people, what ends up happening is you end up like almost losing your sense of humor. It's like, how many Nazis made Jew jokes, right? I guarantee you not very many of them. They just killed them. It's kind of the same thing, except instead of Nazis, we have worse. We have Tonka fans.
And I have to say, of all the Kumatards, Water Jabbers is probably the worst because much like Sparky, he's a big backstabber. You just stabbed Doc right in the back, even worse than Sparky did, didn't you, you little fuck?
I didn't know they were cool with each other or whatever.
Oh, they used to be.
Oh,
Doc used to have them on.
I don't know why he chose to throw that away. But yeah, that was a fucked up one that the Sparky did. I don't know, Water Jabbers. Maybe give a look at my video. Give it one more view. Swear to God, if you don't, my mother's on speed dial. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get ready to call mine after this and let her know that I've been bullied on the internet. Consequences will never be the same. She's gonna call the highest authority of cyber police. Make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Is your mom Sparky?
Yeah, Water Jabbers. That's an Addy thing. I don't know how you stabbed Doc in the back. I like to be fair and honest when I can.
Yeah, I don't know what Addie's referring to either.
But I do, I trust Addy. So I mean, got to be some, if not all, truth to it. So,
What you talking about, Addie?
we still made it clear yet that as long as certain fuckwads stop lying, stop reinventing narratives, stop trying to just destroy people's character just because they get teased. That if that stopped, then people like us would stop.
Wait,
at least with the character assassination.
Oh, I don't
We'd still be making fun of you.
I don't give a fuck about anything. They can all burn in hell, and to the extent that I can help that along, I'm going to do it.
Well, and I have a
Fair
question.
enough,
I think it was Addie. Were you talking about Water Jabbers, or were you talking about Sparky, and then Water Jabbers just took it as talking about him?
Oh no, I'm talking about Water Jabbers. Water Jabbers, the friend of Doc that was on Doc's streams that Doc had a card on to watch his stupid ass stream. Who he pulled the same Sparky with trying to constantly connect Doc with people like Davis and Akajan to try to make him look like a shit. And I don't remember where exactly I don't know if they were DMs or if they were in chat things. I saw them where he was just all of a sudden just ripped into Doc. So yeah, fuck you, Water Jabbers. You're a piece of shit. You can deny it all you want. I don't give a fuck. And by the way, me being a doxer, Water Jabbers, which you and Viable Ninja like to say because of AP's stream, I wasn't even on AP's stream, you dumbass.
Are you talking about the stream where he did the Tonka's mom face thing?
Yeah. Somehow on that.
Oh, we don't care about. No. We don't care about that anymore. Like the Tonka and Vamp again. Like I said, they've established that that's allowed. You guys, Water Jabbers, you guys know this, right? That Tonka and Vamp established that what AP did is totally allowed and cool. In fact, he could go even further.
Oh,
you know that, right?
Tonka has a history of having bounties for doxes anyway. I mean, he's not one to talk about shit.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes that plausible deniability is he doesn't have the money to pay for it.
Yeah, when you bring into a stream out of context text from a vindictive ex that doesn't include stories that even Brockus better not fucking deny happened that give more context to stupid texts like that. When you allow that, Tonka and Vamp said everything's game, right? You guys know that, right?
Now Water Jabbers in the chat saying, can we prove any of what we're saying? Can Tonka prove any of what he said about Zell the other day? It seems like all of it's hearsay.
He doesn't
Yeah, how
have
about
to. We've already established that if you don't like somebody, then everything you hear
Yeah,
that's
let me
bad
put it
about
this
the person
way.
you don't like is already true.
Let me put it this way again. Water jabbers, are you saying that if a text is revealed from an ex that is obviously not a fan of the guy, are you saying that when that's revealed, believe every word she says? Because
Yeah.
if you set that precedent, then you need to believe everything Kadunt has said about Brockus so far.
I
At least set that precedent, right?
I like how water herpes, just like all the rest of the Kumatards, like to sit there and ask for evidence. And yet, whenever you press them for evidence, they always say, go to Tonka, message him in Discord, blah, blah. They never actually provide the evidence for any of their claims either. They always say Tonka has it, but Tonka never shows his fucking evidence for anything either.
Wait, I love this.
Even when
I
all
love
these
this.
DMs
Hold on,
were being hold on, Zell. Even when
Okay,
all
go
these
ahead.
DMs are being read about Zell, you'll notice one thing if you watch the stream. None of them were ever shown.
No, they were not. And the bullshit excuse was, oh, someone's name was used in there. Well, fucking edit it out. Fucking edit it out.
Didn't they do redacted versions of a couple of them though?
Nothing was
versions, but
ever
they never
shown on
fucking
screen.
showed
It
them.
was all simply.
They never showed them.
Okay, but like that was the other thing too. Is like, first off, like also take this into account. This is why Tonka and Vamp have established again. Like I just don't care anymore. Like AP could find out, everything about them. I just wouldn't care anymore because it's also been established that they got DMs that required redaction, and the redaction wasn't done. Therefore, they weren't shown. They were just the names were skipped or bleeped out or whatever.
Oh, even worse.
And so it's been established that Tonka and Vamp have my first name.
Oh, they probably have more than that because
what do you say?
Vamp,
what do you say to this, guys? What do you say to this?
While
do you say it's fair when Tonka and Vamp do it? Because I'm betting that's what you're gonna do, Water Jabbers. And then if you're gonna do that, stop wondering why people don't like you. Stop it. No sympathy anymore. And then this was the funny one I wanted to read. Not really, Zell. This is from Infallible Foul. Not really, Zell. Tonka didn't know you existed until I brought up what you said about Vamp's dad. So, I apparently run off and cry to mommy. But Infallible Foul can run off and tattle to Tonka, to Daddy Tonka, about something I said about Vamp.
Hey Tonka, can you give me some more of that dick licking, man? I need that attention. I want to feel relevant. I need you just to just touch my pee this one last time. I gave you all this information. That's literally all I'm hearing from this side of the fence here. It's hilarious.
They're losing their minds at this point. They're they're just throwing everything at the wall to see what would stick.
Yeah, no, it's just literally,
which is the best part, by the way. This is the awesome part where they're kicking and screaming and they're throwing everything.
No, they just
he goes to his mom. He beats women. He steals fucking piggy banks. Which come on.
Well, they just go up to fucking goddamn pedo victims so he can touch their pee-pee.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's all that is.
Oh, that was a little far, but okay.
I don't believe in farness. There's only nuking. It's all that matters. But no,
Water Jabbers keep sucking the Tonka micro penis because we all know where Tonka's channel ends in 2 months, which is
guys.
Actually, hold on. You can't really suck a micro penis. Let's be honest,
guys.
Oh, I'll say this though, Gallagher.
This is easy. Yeah.
Real quick, I'll say this though. Infallible Foul, again, because they set the precedent of we are going to show people's exes DMs, take them out of context, and write narratives that destroy their character even when they're completely false. They've established that. So I'll just say in response again, Infallible Foul.
Yeah.
If that fucking bloated ass fucking corpse that she calls a father was alive right now, I bet you everything that motherfucker would not be proud. He would be the exact opposite of it.
I can guarantee you he would have disowned his...
There. Go cry about that. Go tell Tonka.
No, you missed the punchline. He would have disowned his son.
Oh no, he doesn't have to, Zell. We all know
Go
the
ahead.
stream. The stream is going to
If
be
we're establishing that we're in the world of just attacking characters and making up narratives, then I'm gonna say some awful shit. And I didn't invent anything there, which you guys do constantly. I didn't invent a lie or change a narrative. I just said I think he'd be disappointed. Her dead dad. Now go tell Tonka, and don't whine about it anymore because that's what he's established we're cool with doing.
Yeah, well, we all know that this stream is going to be the topic of a 5-hour long stream tomorrow. But so, as far as demanding evidence, evidence does not need to be provided to people who believe things just when they hear it. Secondly, have any of you guys ever had girlfriends that you had a bad relationship with, and then you broke up with them and they talked shit about you? I mean, that happens. That's real life. I don't think anybody... Vlad, have you ever had a girl who lied about you?
By the way,
No, man, I buried them in the ground.
by the way, Vlad, that one's one of my favorites. The
What?
meme you just put. The meme you just put on.
Yeah, that wasn't me. That made it. For the record.
And what's up, Doc? How are you doing?
But yeah, it is one of my favorite ones. I don't have very many Antwon memes,
What
honestly.
Water Jabbers, if you want to know how you stab Doc in the back, he's in the chat. Why don't you ask him instead of me?
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's just like little fifth graders, just running around the jungle gym.
And an argument's been made.
Really embarrassing.
An argument's been made to me, and I'm sure it's been made to the rest of you, that we should just shut up about Tonka because we're just giving him ammunition for his streams.
Good.
I disagree, though. I mean, we're unquestionably giving him ammunition for streams. We're also making his streams increasingly unwatchable. So please, Tonka, continue streaming about us every day because you're losing a few every day.
No, just keep mentioning Annie Vlad. Just keep doing it. just keep bringing me up.
I love the ammo concept. Go, just like
those oxyberries
go.
aren't quite what they used to be, are they?
You're not going to get what you want, though. But
You
go,
can't
like load up
always
and go.
get
Make it
what
worse.
you want.
Show more DMs. Get more personal. This is going to be great. It's going to be awesome.
Sometimes get what you need.
My wife is getting passionate about something in the background. So
Yeah, probably tacos.
probably tacos. Like, I get passionate about tacos too. No
Build a
lie.
wall in that damn house.
Yeah, I'll let you come over and do that.
I will.
Okay. Go bring some of that wood from your Tonka redneck video.
Yes, I will. Yeah. I'll build that.
Dude, your videos, man. I've been meaning to talk to you about it. Those are the videos that someone makes right before shooting up a school.
What are you talking about?
I think we need to have a sit down with Vlad.
What?
Vlad, I think you just need to take.
First off, okay.
We need to all take the L, dude. We're just a bunch of, like, our subscribers say it all. I think we should just hide them.
I disavow.
Okay. I have a question. Hold on. What's wrong with shooting up a school?
Oh, no, okay.
Oh my God! Don't make me disavow too.
Dude.
Jesus.
Okay. Yeah, that's. You know what? All right.
You see, there are lines in the sand people draw, and I just turn it into glass.
Yes, you do. There are lines people draw in the sand, and you turn it into a rape joke.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with rape if you don't get caught.
Yes. Okay, Spectre. Great. Awesome.
That's not what Spectre's joke was. The joke Spectre keeps using is, it's not rape if you yell surprise or some stupid crap, something like that.
I swear to God, he stole that from a Laffy Taffy rapper.
No, that joke is as old as, probably older than me. Because I remember hearing that, like, when I was a kid when MySpace was new. Like, they had a meme, and it was a picture of a fucking goddamn fox on top of a bunny, and it said it's not rape, it's surprise sex. It was really old MySpace meme.
Oh dude, hold on. Bunny's Norwegian.
Okay.
That's like like
Yeah, that's not
90%
news.
of my bloodline. So you
So
know,
what are you telling me to?
that's
what?
like I don't know. That's like blacks.
Bunny
discovering other
Runaway
blacks.
is going to try to rape you.
No, I'd beat the shit out of her and steal her piggy bank.
And
What
then
the
rape
fuck's
her.
wrong with you?
And then rape her.
There was no
then-
rape in that
well,
yet. You can't prove
after
that
he-
yet, guys.
Vlad, after he
Okay.
rapes her, he's gonna force her to get an abortion.
Okay, well,
Through
that might
more
happen.
rape.
Yeah, sure. What?
With more rape.
No.
You rape her. Rape.
There was no.
You rape her till the
That's
baby
it.
dies.
That's gonna be the next whatever Zell stream from Tonka, or even when he mentions that's gonna be the next claim is like, here's some DMs of him talking about cookies. You see how this implies rape? They're just gonna be like, you're a rapist. I'm like, all right. Then you guys can make those jokes, but until then, watch it. Okay, that's slander and libel.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, what's really funny about all this is they didn't go after Penoid for his fucking joke about locking women and shit
Phoenix
up.
Phoenix got.
Oh, shit.
Phoenix, are you sending dick pics?
I think she means Dick the deer rather than the actual
man.
genitalia.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's a
Yeah.
thing. That was
Yep.
cute. Okay.
I don't get it.
Zell rapes piggy banks. I'm okay with that. Although that kind of implies I have a micro penis because you would need one to like fit into like the coin
Bullshit.
slot.
It
So I'm
didn't-
kind of not okay with that.
It implies
but I
that
don't think I'll sue you.
it actually implies piggy banks, like women, actually have a choice.
We all know that.
Which is
that
false.
Zell only rapes piggy banks after he gets high and drunk.
After he's stolen the pills.
After
Yeah,
he
I
stole
need to
the
steal
pill.
the pills. I need to steal the piggy bank for booze because I'm a drinker now, and then I need to wait, and then I beat. No, you said I raped the piggy bank, so do I beat the shit out of the pills?
No, you beat the pills while you're raping the piggy bank, and then you kick your girlfriend in the nose.
Yeah, so I was spot on. Okay, that's pretty cruel, but I was spot on with okay.
Dude,
Or
I'm
just,
your
like, boil
wrangler.
up the
I know
pills and, like, shoot 'em
everything
into my
about
left
you.
eye.
Who do you think's been telling Taka all these deep, dark secrets about you? Hey guys, do you know fucking Zell wipes back to front, not front to back? That
Oh.
fucking backwards
Did he
ass
say that?
savage?
Gallagher's
the
the mole.
line.
Gallagher's
That's the line.
mole.
He crossed it, baby.
Yes, it was me. I am the mole. Because I literally live in the same fucking bedroom as Zell.
Oh
I
man,
know
you are
everything
so
about
exposed. Oh, I'm so heated. I'm pacing.
Dude, I'm under his bed with a fucking notebook writing everything about him. I know your fucking resting heart rate, bitch. Try
Oh
me.
no. Maybe they're confusing my mom with lo-fi.
Did you? Oh, dude, no, you call your mom crying when you're done raping the piggy bank.
Cry.
Well,
me a
that's
nigger.
okay. If that happened, that's a big if. Okay, you're pushing it, but if that happened, that is a pretty stressful thing to go through, and I would have to call someone.
To the public, by
See,
the way.
look,
Not
this is one thing
responsible, by the way.
I'm
Not
wondering about.
responsible.
People are
What I mean
saying
by
that, first of all,
what I mean by you're
I'd like to
incredibly
bring up
stupid
calling up your mom and cry, or accusing someone of calling up someone's mom and crying is probably one of the most adolescent jokes or insults I've ever heard in my fucking life. Okay? Second of all, if Zell, being the crybaby bitch he is, called up his fucking mom and cried,
Rude.
they made fun of me on the internet, how the fuck would anybody figure that out? Like, you guys
Yeah.
believe it, but how the fuck would someone who got that information figure out about it?
Yeah, big stretch here. Brockus again, just throwing shit out to see what fucking sticks. Because I mean, he finally cemented that like he just feeds Tonka shit.
Between him and fucking, I can show you more screenshots, Zell, of all kinds of people in Tonka's chats, like fucking begging him to fucking eat Zell stories out of their ass.
So, Zell, where does Coco fit into all this?
All right, Coco fits perfectly.
That sounds horrible.
Where?
On his D.
Oh,
That's some deep lore.
Deep seated.
Not too deep, mind you, and fairly tight lore.
Uh-huh. And let's hear it.
God!
What do you want me to know? Gallagher, what is wrong with you? You want me to take you step by step through something that, by the way, is not proven?
Guys. Water Pebbles is leaving because he has better things to do. We got to say bye.
I think I prefer water herpes.
No, you gotta understand. I'm gonna say something new every time because it's just
water jabbers. If you haven't already, make sure before you leave or a little after you leave, you got to tell Tonka what's going on. Make sure you do that. Do it.
Yeah, Waterstain, we're really gonna miss you.
Don't forget.
Goodbye.
He might.
I bet. Like, have we seen a photo of water jabbers yet?
No, but apparently there's a photo of his wife out there, and she's a woof.
Are you dating?
Like a dog?
Are you married?
I haven't seen it, but I've
a gargoyle as well. Water jabbers. Do you have?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard she's quite the bow wow.
Yeah. Water jabbers.
Hey.
Do you just get pissed off because you've maybe seen pictures of the women I've slept with? Are you that? Is that why you're pissed off?
I think
Because Brockus is pissed off for that reason.
I think Soderwabbers probably just
Soba Wobbers?
Yes. I think
Was that a Sparky impersonation?
it was an attempt, yes. I think that realistically at the end of the day he got married just because he raped a woman in a Muslim country, you know? I think that's how that happened.
Hey,
There's the beautiful fembot.
Judging by the sound of it, he got married probably because his future wife rolled over his house and needed somewhere to live.
How much you want to bet Water Jabbers has the unibrow thing?
Oh,
Water
Do you
Jabbers.
think all of them just have that? That's like something. It's like a cranial deformality.
Do you look like Jacob Navo? Do you have a unibrow and are you bald? At 25?
Christ, dude, he like Jacob Navo looks like Maddox if Maddox just started making poor decisions at the age of 5.
Jacob Navo's Facebook picture it literally is the mugshot of a serial killer.
That is something I can imagine if it was put on TV. Like Jacob Navo has such an unquestionably shooterific photo that if it popped up on the news and my TV was fucking muted, I would see it and be like, another shooting happened.
Which, by the way, is kind of appropriate since he threatened to put a bullet through Antihero's head on a stream.
I wish someone would say that about me.
We still
I don't
know if they still have that live stream up, but I just love how they just they'll try to rag on you for this, they'll try to invent something over here, they'll try to lie about this over here, and then they'll completely just pretend that Jacob Navo didn't go on a live stream and literally just do something that would lock him in jail.
Oof.
Yeah, but to be fair, Jacob is being punished now, just like Thrax is, because now Sparky is the new retard pet of Tonka, so they're probably both jealous.
Oh yeah, they eat their own over there.
Threatening to shoot Antihero in the head?
yeah. Well, I mean, it depends, I guess, because not every state has laws against threats. I mean, in mine, they'll wait till they actually come and shoot at you before they enforce anything, because making threats is a part of free speech.
I'm gonna challenge you on that and say you're wrong.
Yeah, I don't think any state works that way.
Yeah, I think calls for acts of violence.
I don't know. Calls of acts for violence if you're actually at a podium telling people to attack people, but no, what you just said. No, what he said.
You can do a call for an act of violence with yourself in mind.
That's just literally making a threat. That's all it is. There's nothing.
Yeah, that's bad.
No,
wait,
that's bad. Okay. I'll agree to disagree.
Settle this right here. I can settle this right here. Let's see. Whoever whoever willfully and maliciously engages in known pattern of conduct or series of acts over a period of time directed at a specific person, which seriously alarms or annoys that person and would cause reasonable person to suffer substantial emotional distress, and makes a threat with the intent to place the person in immediate fear of death or body injury, shall be guilty of a crime of stalking and threatening.
But that's
Okay,
a
I wanna
whole
just point
separate
out-
thing.
I want to just point out, I would never do what Gallagher just did. I'm not going to Google the law because, like, I'm not going to pretend that I'm Nick Rikita, who Tonka has said multiple times, by the way, that Nick Rikita is a fake lawyer. How does that feel now, you dumbass? Well,
Well,
not him.
Yeah, Rashida didn't have a problem making him look like a stupid piece of shit, did he?
Yeah. How does it feel,
Wait,
guys?
I can't tell-
That's
I
a
can't
good
tell
one that
if
we
you
can always
just-
cheer about. How's it feel, guys, that literally the biggest streamer in America on YouTube has whipped Tonka's ass and is always prepared to do it again and knows exactly how fake your fucking daddy is?
I can't tell if you insulted me or Tonka or both. I'm very confused.
No, with you, I said I don't do the Google law thing because
I don't
like,
do it
I don't know,
very
like, you
often.
can get into the weeds, and I just don't feel like I'd ever really know.
Well,
what I'm fucking
I
talking
think it's fine.
I'm
is-
just making a guess here
as-
that what Jacob Navo did, I disagree with Vlad. I think in every fucking state that could be definitely absolutely illegal.
I mean, look, I've had people threaten my family with a phone and like a phone call, and we knew their name, we knew their address, had the phone number, and the cops are just like, okay, cool, let us know when he shows up.
Yeah, but you live in one of the toilets.
Well, you don't understand. Here's the thing. Here's always the stipulation on threats. They have to.
Here's the deal.
They have to prove intent, right? The stipulation is always making threat with the intent. Blah 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 blah. You can't prove intent if you don't wait to see if they actually do it.
Okay, I would argue then that by your definition, like what you're saying is like you need to wait till you can prove intent. But by your definition, we aren't even in certain states. Whatever state would allow this, there's certain states that can't ever come to a conclusion about intent. They have to wait till the action happens.
Yeah, there's some states, yes, some states.
That sounds
no.
wrong to me, sir. We will disagree, but okay.
I mean, okay. Well, I mean, how do you prove intent with just a hollow threat? That's my
I'm pretty
question.
sure, and I'm gonna paraphrase what Jacob said. I wish I knew. It was either I wish I knew how to find you, or I wish I could get to where you are.
Yeah, then that automatically disqualifies it.
So I could put a bullet through your head.
That automatically disqualifies it. The moment he opened with "I wish I knew," it's automatically dead as an argument. Like there's no okay, if he said I know where you live, here's your address, I am coming. That's a threat. Saying I wish I knew where you were is not a threat. That's like me saying I wish somebody would shoot the president. Or it's dumb statement.
We're all getting pedantic here. Can we all just agree on the fact that Jacob Navo is a sexless retard with unfortunate hair and a unibrow?
Sure. I'm not doing I'm not doing the pretending I'm a lawyer or anything like that. I was, it's always just, like that's what I think it would be. I'm not going to pretend I'm the fucking lawyer.
Well, I don't know. I'm looking at the statute, and there's a lot of other stipulations other than intent. Like
law is crazy, man.
Like harassment. Dude, I read laws and medical shit on the daily. This is my thing.
Don't do that. You're starting to sound like Ada Wolf. Just chill on that.
No, I'm not. I've been reading this shit since I was 5.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
I've been reading laws ever since I had eyeballs.
Ever since I could walk.
Vlad's pretentious attitude does not represent me or Addy.
No, I was just making the point that it really depends on where he's at as to whether or not him saying what he said was an enforceable statute, and that's all I was getting at.
Look, I'm pretty sure the closest thing that Jacob has to a motor vehicle is
a skateboard, and a safety helmet. So I mean, obviously, he couldn't place a credible threat out of 10 blocks out of his neighborhood.
Like,
But,
yeah, it's just like you have to understand. Like, I've threatened to kill people too in far worse ways. Like, hold on, and like I mean, no, there's reasons for that. If I threaten you, there's a damn good fucking reason for it. But the thing is I'm not getting into it on a live stream. But the point is I've made these threats. And I've said them in front of cops while they were present, and they did nothing. So it's just
fair enough.
Damn, you're a great guy, Vlad.
What? It just no. I mean, I'm sorry. Whenever somebody does things like propositioning my sister, yeah, I'm gonna go from 0 to psycho in the snap of a finger. So I mean, I don't really see the thing. The point is ultimately is I think that. And it's just like what I was kind of trying to get at. If like they can prove intent, or if there's harassment, like if I was constantly threatening somebody, I guess that becomes like, I don't know how many times Navo did this. I was told he did it once, and then I was told he did it multiple times, and then I was told he didn't do it at all, even though I heard the video much later. So if he threatened to do it multiple times, I think that after a point it starts becoming something that constitutes harassment legally.
Okay, yep, we get it. You're boring and you have no sex life. Okay.
Yeah, right. None. I have none. You're right. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not here. I'm just trying to say the facts here is all, or trying to get the facts.
I'm gonna back Gallagher. So
I mean,
take on this.
I mean, like everybody else's entertainment is secondary to my own.
There we go. That's much better. That's much better, Vlad, than I sit around all day and read laws.
Well, I mean, it's fun.
Oh, okay, Vlad.
I don't understand why nobody finds that fun. It's like it's on the same level as sitting around reading comprehensive rules to games you enjoy. It's the same shit.
Okay, oh yeah, okay. So now we know what kind of games Vlad enjoys playing.
Yeah, I mean that's public knowledge what games I enjoy playing.
Death by
This is
boredom.
how he gets. This is how he gets away with not going to prison. He spends all day.
If the game I'm playing doesn't have like a full novel worth of fucking rules, I don't want to play it.
Are you sure you're not a woman?
No.
You keep throwing off.
You're on it.
Which is toxic. All right, well, I covered everything, guys.
Oh, here you go, Vlad. Infallible Foul has asked you a question.
I just read it. I don't understand what his question is.
You need to answer his question.
He's
Vlad.
like, yes, you don't like people fucking with your family. That's normal. Why are you standing next to someone that thinks it's okay to do that?
Which one of us is he referring to?
I'm
Who's
really
threatened-
confused.
Who's threatened whose family?
Or
Who's
he
threatened
said
whose family?
fucking with your family. I think he's referring to the AP,
Me.
I guess.
Who?
AP, I guess. Like that's my
Or
only.
maybe it's with me and the dead dad comments. I don't know.
But the
I thought it
guy's
was the
fucking
dead
dead. The guy's
Yeah, I
dead.
don't-
Like I'm sorry, you
Yeah,
lose any complaints the moment you die.
No, they lose any complaints. Here's my point, Infallible Foul. Here's my point that I really do hope you get, by the way. Okay. As I want the best for everybody. But you lose the ability to complain about that, Infallible Foul, after, like, did you? I'm sure you did. Watch the stream that he did on me, where how much more personal can you get than that? If you can show that you can go that far and still make up lies, then you're establishing that the game is on. Like, go as personal as you want with anybody. So what do you mean? And if you're referring to, like, someone has threatened someone's family, we wouldn't stand for that. I would definitely slap around Vlad for that and yell at him for that. So I don't know what you mean.
Wait, why Vlad? I've never threatened to murder somebody's family except for the times that I have.
Okay, see, that's what we might talk about sometime soon in private.
But
No bad.
I believe in living an amoral lifestyle. So he said, Infallible Foul says the comments came before the stream. Also, I was on the stream. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what he.
that doesn't really clarify.
Well, what he's saying, are you still there, Addy?
Yeah, I'm here.
What he's saying is like, I made comments, for example, about Vamp's dad and stuff like that before they did the stream on.
Well, that's how
well,
you.
did you? No, like, but
well,
the
hold
point
on,
is,
hold on. That's
the,
how
the
you
point.
interpret it. But Infallible Foul, spit it out. Make it clear.
No, I think that's what he means. But if he does mean that, then Infallible Foul, before I made those comments, they were already getting personal about my supposed love life. Like, you don't get to open a door and then step into that room of privacy, and go, yeah, but I only walked 2 feet into that room. So that's how far everyone else gets to walk, is 2 fucking feet. You don't do that, you big pussies. You've established we can go there. So now if someone walks into that room and walks 16 feet, don't cry.
I will say it's an interesting phenomenon for the Kumatar that Tonka can say literally whatever he wants about anyone. That's fine. But we're all just meanies when we say something about him.
Big bad old meanies, man. Big bad old meanies.
We haven't even... I don't know. I can't speak for the rest of you, but I haven't even started being mean yet.
I mean, I don't see what the big deal is.
Were you about to threaten someone there, Vlad?
What do you mean?
That tone was like, I'm about to threaten a family. And
No.
Now.
Like
Now
whenever I go to threaten a family, I promise you, I'll have a very large smile on my face. But the point is ultimately with the being mean to somebody thing. I mean, honestly, he goes around and whines and bitches and moans for like 2 weeks about fucking AP having a picture of his mommy. And all I have to say is that's interesting, because when I talked to AP about this, he said that the whole reason he even went that low, admitting it was low, by the way, it was because Tonka started bringing up AP's child into the shit talk he was talking. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but like the moment you start dragging children, the other person's children, into the equation, like you've opened up a whole fucking realm of fuckery. Like at that point, if AP told me that like he was gonna dox the motherfucker because that motherfucker brought his kid into it, I'd be like, fuck yeah, do it. Like I'm dead serious.
I will say that it is true that like what's worse, talking about someone's kids or talking about someone's mom? No, wait. I'll be even more fair. What's worse? Bringing someone's kids into it and talking about them, not revealing their photos, but talking about their kids, or showing a picture of someone's mom? Which one, if you were the parent of those kids, would get you more lit? The kids.
Look what AP did wasn't talking.
That's it.
What AP did was not talking about Tonka's mom. He was using her as a character.
Yeah. No, I mean, he used a picture.
Those are two entirely separate things.
Well, all he did was he used a picture of the mom and then made a character out of it.
I'll be completely fair, Vlad, and I'll say like, hey man, let's say this. That stuff's already out there, but you don't want to perpetuate it being out there, because you need, out of respect, things like that. Tell me, Infallible Foul, I really want you to explain this. And it should be incredibly easy for you or Water Jabbers or whatever kuntards are in the chat. And I don't hate all you guys, but
I do.
Explain
I
to
hate
me.
retards.
Please, hold on. Please explain to me. Right before AP did the joke with Tonka's mom's picture, right before he did that, explain to me how Tonka earned respect. And explain to me how he didn't already cross that line multiple times with people's private information. I just want that explained. How did he have enough respect for AP to go, I shouldn't do this because it's wrong against Tonka, and Tonka would never go to that level, so I'm not going to. Tonka and Vamp just established they will go to that level. And here's the best thing. I didn't reveal anything private about anybody when it comes to Tonka and Vamp. I haven't revealed anything private. I've speculated. I do a lot of speculating. Most of the time I'm right. I did a lot of speculating. It was already out there about her dead dad, so I commented on something that was already presented to me in a public space. Okay? I don't think I've ever even uttered Vamp's name. Her real name. So I didn't present anything private or say anything private about them, and they established that me just speculating and insulting, which that should be fair game. Speculating, insulting, Tonka's done that to me, I do that to him, whatever. They've established that you can insult them enough to where they will cross the line on you. They didn't decide to do a stream about AP and pull a text with no context from one of his exes. They decided to do it to me when I didn't cross that line with them. Never have. Never.
But Zell, now
So
you're free.
all they've established is game on.
Now
They
you're free
don't
to,
care.
now you're free to cross that line, Zell.
Exactly. I want any Kumatar to establish how I threw the first stone when it comes to revealing private information, or in other words, doxing with Tonka and Vamp. Establish that for me, because you can't.
Well, what's really funny is they accepted your docs, by the way, which is far worse than AP getting a hold of a picture of some random chick that I wouldn't mind shoving my dick in the mouth of, but that's beside the point. All I'm saying is they accepted, which I'm going to imagine that ex of yours probably wrote your name in these messages. I imagine. So, and that's.
Oh, I got screenshots of the messages. That's why I assumed that they showed them, because I got screenshots.
Yeah, and so I imagine like they have your docs like right now, your name and shit. So, yeah,
they
infallible,
do.
Infallible Foul. I want you to explain to me how I crossed the line that they decided to cross on that stream where they did that stream on me. I want you to explain to me how I established to them that I've released personal information to them, because isn't that your guys' argument, is like they're doing it because
they
so
brought your dead baby
me,
into it.
Yeah.
So by the way, Brockus, Brockus, congratulations, you doxed Zell. Good job.
Yeah. So like imagine like they decided to do that to me. Like I would have been totally chill with like ripping me to shreds with stuff that's already out there. But they were so fucking angry at me that they crossed the line that they've complained AP crossed. They crossed it first.
Well,
do you guys do fifth grade math, or do you get this?
There's
are we literally dealing with retards? I really genuinely want to know. Are we genuinely dealing with slow people? Did you get that? That they crossed that line with me first. They pulled an AP, and you guys don't care.
Yeah, no, they don't care.
I'll tell you what it was. It was a turning up the heat. It was a turning up the heat tactic. They're upset that they can't get you on there. Okay, so now they're just turning up the heat to see what they have to do. If they have to mention all this private shit that went on in your life and say out loud that they have your real name to try to get you on that shit.
And can you imagine Antwon, for example? Antwon can never and you know what? Antwon's too good a name for Matt. Matt the Fatty. We're going to call him Fatthew.
Fatty Matty.
How about that? How about Fatthew? How does that work for you, little Matthew? So Fatthew can never stand on top of the hill of doxing, it's wrong, and this and that, and blah, blah. Because, again, Fatthew, give me one example of where I crossed that doxing and releasing of personal information line with Tonka and Vamp. Give me one. Give me one, Fat.
You doxed me.
We're not
You
gonna
doxed me. I was doxed by Zell.
So
Okay,
I
I
want you to give me one
have
example
a
of that.
request in the chat that I didn't want to say because it's a.
It's holding AP and you guys don't care. You're following a fucking retard.
I have a request in the chat which I didn't want to say because it's the Tonkaism, but I'll say it for you, American Phoenix. Tonka, here's blood for the blood god. Your blood. Fuck you.
Ooh.
Yeah, infallible foul. Hold on. Infallible foul. I mean, I hope I can get through to you. He says this would be the first time I heard anyone bring up docs. I just said you were a scumbag for saying that. Infallible foul. That's what we want. If you think I'm a scumbag and you just want to scream it at the top of your lungs or whatever, and if I want to think you're a scumbag and do the same, that's great, man. What I'm telling you that you need to get through your fucking noggin is you're being lied to because they complained about AP crossing a quote-unquote line with personal information. And then they did an entire 3-hour stream doxing personal information about me, relationships, putting it out of context, creating lies, when I did none of that to Tonka and Vamp. Tonka, Vamp, show me one fucking example where I pulled out personal information that nobody should have known about, that wasn't out in the ether, and doxed you. Show me one, you motherfuckers, because you're fucking hypocrites. You said game on with that stream, so it is game on. No, listen.
God,
Brockus,
can you ever shut up, Zell?
No,
Seriously.
listen.
I know, right?
Brockus, buckle the fuck up. You established game on, buckle the fuck up.
And to be fair,
are a moron.
No, seriously, shut up now.
Wait, don't get mad at me for getting
Oh
mad.
my God, can you mute him,
justified it.
please?
You know I'm just... Watch your tone, though, because you know
I'm trying to take your side, Zell, so shut up and let me.
Okay, I will allow you to take my side right now.
Just to be
I
fair.
have allowed that.
Whatever insults anyone has about AP playing Tonka's mom on that stream, the picture and I guess the name, I don't even know, but everything he found was shit you can find on the internet if you look. The shit with Zell on Tonka's stream, that was all completely private. That ex-friend betrayed him on, and we don't even know how much of it's true because once again, there were no actual screenshots of it. It was simply read. So
yeah, how do you get more
don't even equate the two as being equal. What Tonka did was far shittier than the worst case scenario of what AP potentially did.
You could have even just said me. It was far worse than anything I've ever done to Tonka and Vamp, and that I would have ever done to Tonka and Vamp until they established they'll pull an AP move. And Infallible Foul seems to think because your name wasn't put out there, Zell, there's no docs.
Holy shit, that's so hypocritical. Oh my fucking God.
Infallible Foul. So conversations with my ex that were not even on Twitter, in texts, or conversations about my ex in texts that's not private. You're not doxing personal information whatsoever.
No, but it's
Are you fucking retarded right now?
No, because
wake
it's
up,
bad.
smell the coffee.
It's bad to share a fucking photograph, but oh gee golly, like if you if there's no name though, like this was literally their logic, and then now all of a sudden they're flipping the script. This is oh my God, like make up your fucking mind.
Look, here's the worst part for me that shows me that they have Zell's personal information. When Vamp was reading the fucking messages or letter or whatever the fuck it was, she started reading it and then she stopped and she said, I can't read this part because I assume that this is Zell's name. She said that out loud.
Wait. I want everyone to remember what Gallagher just said. Vamp didn't stop and go, oh, this part's crossed out. Vamp has seen my name.
Yes.
And so Tonka has seen my name. Do you guys fucking get this yet? That
which, by the way,
given to these fat fucks?
Which, by the way, since they pre-plan their streams, one could take that as an implied threat.
Again, show me an example of when I ever did that to you guys, Tonka and Vamp. Vamp, I'll talk about your dead dad all day. That's out there. And you can get angry. And you can slam on me for shit that's out there about me. I've talked about my drug habit. Hit me with it, man. But now you know my name, and you expect people to feel sorry for you about the AP thing? You just pulled a worse AP! You crossed a line against a guy who never crossed that line with you. You fucking moron.
Well, I think that's a good note to end on.
Yes.
So anyway, I'm gonna close this down in 3, 2, 1.